Alright, so I haven't recorded a chapter of this in a while, so let's get to reading. 5:57 a.m. Cloudy. Visibility 17 kilometers. Desert 4 kilometers from the outskirts of Lungmen. 4 days after the Trinabog rescue mission. Good morning, Dr. Snow. You have currently been sleeping for Wait, hold on. 9 million? 9,900 million something. There's a lot of nines. We've been sleeping for a long ass fucking time. Hours. Although your reluctance to leave bed is not beyond reason, your presence is urgently needed at the operations command room. Furthermore, here is some medical advice from Dr. Cultist. Cal, there you go. Please keep the windows open to maintain a source of fresh air and spend time on the deck to maintain healthy levels of vitamin D. Ah, Doctor, good morning. So you made it, Dr. Snow. Doctor, are you feeling better now? You looked like you were still in pain and couldn't move around well yesterday. I made a complete recovery. What about you? I'm perfectly fine and full of energy today. After all, we still have other missions to take care of. So the sooner we can start preparing the better. Doctor, you should get used to having to shift gears quickly here. Doctor, even though we sustained heavy losses in Chernobog, we gained a lot of information about Reunion and, more importantly, got you out alive. Based on the negotiations we had yesterday, the closest nomadic city to us, Lungmen, has offered us a cooperation pact and agreed to exchange information with us. We have some evidence that Reunion might be targeting Lungmen next. I think that's where ARKNIGHTS Chen is from, right? I seem to remember that. But besides, I mean, Lungmen sounds vaguely Chinese, so I'm guessing... Right, I saw somewhere that Trinabog is Russian, and then the second region is Chinese, and someone was like, damn, why is it that the second region of so many of these Chinese games is China? It's like, it's always the second region for some reason. Like, it's not the third or the first or the fifth, it's like the second one. Where was I? We'll have to wait for Dr. Cal's permission first, before we can get the rest of the information. She's still stationed within Lungmen. Lungmen has granted us permission to temporarily camp near the city. To temporary camp near the city? I think it should be temporarily, but whatever. They've also agreed to compensate a portion of our losses and expenditures during the operation. In exchange, Rhodes Island is expected to help defend the city's outskirts. But the reason why I called you so early is... Let me explain it, Amiya. Last night we discovered another wave of Chernobog survivors making their way towards Lungmen. They're expected to get there in the afternoon. We'll be expected to safeguard the outskirts of District 5, just like the last few days. Only this time, there might be more Reunion members mixed into the group. Because the situation is a bit different, we'll need to discuss some new tactics with you before beginning the operation. Anyway, Doctor, there's a lot to get through today, so let's do our best. In any case, both of you, please complete your combat preparations. Doctor, once you've decided on your squad assignments, please let the operators know so that they have time to prepare. We'll set out 15 minutes after you finish your drills. Oh, and make sure you're not late this time. Damn, shade. 10:14 p.m. Clear. Visibility 19 kilometers. Lungmen District 5. Inspection and quarantine zone. Madam, they're here. Oh, hi there, ARKNIGHTS Chen. Attention, please. Due to the catastrophe's interference, all air traffic in Lungmen has been stopped. All entrances to District 5 will be closed in 2 hours. We thank you for your cooperation during uropathy inspections. If you discover any unregistered infected, please inform a nearby peace officer immediately. The LGD will detain them in accordance with the Emergency Handling Act. Attention, please. It's just like the rumor said. Let's go, Doctor. We're here. Rhodes Island was scheduled to meet with the LGD at 10 o'clock. It's 10:14 now. You were late 14 minutes. Therefore, you've wasted 14 minutes of my time. I'm sorry, Madam Chen. We just found out that Reunion is here. It's fine. I already know. But that's unimportant right now. Who might this be? Dr. Snow is Rhodes Island's consultant. Dr. Cal should already have informed you. Well, since everyone is here, I'll need you to follow me to... Madam Chen, it's an emergency. Those infected, they're not... Don't panic. First squad, stand by. Snipers, get into position. What's happening? Let go of me. What's going on? Report the situation. Let me go. Why are you arresting me? We didn't do anything wrong. Some infected are refusing to be taken in. I can see that. Forget it. Detain them all. Disperse the crowd immediately. Oh, damn. Chen's pretty hardcore in this one. Disperse the crowd immediately. Open the gate in 30 minutes after you finish the review process. But isn't she also infected? Or is it just because those ones are, like, unaccounted for or not, like, registered or something? Wait, does it say somewhere that they're not registered? They're not... They're just refusing to be taken in. Okay, let's continue. Also, push the quarantine inspection line forward 40 meters. Other than you and Dr. Snow, the rest of Rhodes Island will stay here and assist with border security. The 2 of you, come with me. If your group can't handle such a trivial task, I will not be able to assign you any missions. Oh, PC 94172, arrange some work for these people. I don't want to see any more trouble tonight. Understood, ma'am. Everyone, I'd like you to... Yeah, I feel like Amy's seeing how Chen is treating the infected and is a bit like, Madam Chen is really tough. She's stricter than I imagined. Nod. You two, follow me. We're here. What a tall building. Ellipses. Sorry. Rhodes Island is undoubtedly capable. Oh, thank you for your praise, madam. However, after the Chernobog incident, there's been a massive surge of refugees into Lungmen. The infected should already know what the consequences of entering Lungmen are. I'll remind you once more. Lungmen is next to Chernobog. Dr. Cal, Rhodes Island's representative have already met with Chief Wei. Please wait here. I'll notify you shortly. Phew, she's really hard to talk to, Dr. Snow. From here on, Dr. Cal will be handling the negotiations. Please have confidence in her. Come in. Dr. Cal! Amia. Dr. Snow, so you've come. Chief Wei, the other 2 representatives of Rhodes Island have also arrived. Ah, excellent. Please take a seat. Miss Cal is currently explaining the situation to me. Allow me to continue then, Mr. Wei. I trust that you have a good grasp of the situation already. Currently, the Lungmen Information Network captures a lot of information regarding the reunion movement. It is good that you recognize the importance of this. But this alone is not enough. Lungmen still lacks key information. Ellipses. I believe the LGD knows very well that this simple quarantine is not enough to hold back Reunion. Reunion will not immediately go through the inspections, nor will they wait for the authorities to take the initiative. That's why, without Rhodes Island's assistance, Lungmen will suffer heavy losses against Reunion, should you decide to pursue the same strategies against the infected. Pardon the interruption. The LGD understands Lungmen's defenses better than Rhodes Island does. We've already made preparations to deal with possible infiltration from Reunion. We, however, are not obliged to provide you with confidential information regarding our operations. Ellipses. Miss Cal, please continue. While it is true that Lungmen has been successful in dealing with unarmed infected so far, you have not dealt with this scale of organized rioting before. This may result in unnecessary losses. From our experience, only the infected are capable of countering the infected. To my understanding, Rhodes Island has some special expertise in countering reunion. We have experience, but I wouldn't call it expertise. Oh? I've been told that Rhodes Island was involved with the Chernobog incident and managed to obtain a lot of intel about reunion. No matter where you heard that from, at this stage that information is not up for exchange. It is but a part of our resume, a qualification that allows us to speak to you, Mr. Wei. It is Lungmen that will decide whether or not we will exchange information. If Rhodes Island cannot even provide us with this level of information... Wait, hold on. Oh, okay. It's the wrong character. I was a little confused there. This is Wei Yenwu speaking. So he says... Hold on, let me read that again. It is the Lungmen that will decide whether or not we will exchange information. If Rhodes Island cannot even provide us with this level of information... Okay, it's still Wei Yenwu speaking, not Cal. In that case, we simply have no basis for trust in your capabilities. Now we're back to Cal. Mr. Wei, I apologize if my words were not clear enough. What I must emphasize is the only reason Rhodes Island is this informed is because we were strong enough to obtain it. Whatever the case may be, Lungmen cannot simply trust another group of infected. Ugh. Prejudice much? Miss Chen, if you believe that doling out punishment to the infected is more important than the actual security of Lungmen, then I will immediately surrender myself in accordance with your local laws. Then I will sigh from my jail while watching Reunion burn down your city. This time, Lungmen doesn't have a choice. Your good intentions are not lost upon us despite your rudeness. Girl, you were rude first. However, we also are not a charity for useless lobbyists. Madam Chen, Chief Wei, I believe it is inappropriate for these outsiders to get involved with Lungmen's confidential matters. Calm down, Madam Chen. They are still our guests. My guests. Ellipses. Very well. Unless they violated our laws, I will tolerate them, sir. Excuse me, I just remembered. That's right. There is one thing that I care about. Your ability. To my understanding, Rhodes Island is also assisting with suppressing the nearby infected. Madam Chen, based upon your best information, how would you assess Rhodes Island's combat abilities? Allow me to describe what I've witnessed from Rhodes Island's operations. Here are the details. And that concludes my report of Rhodes Island's combat operations and your assessment. There is little reason to doubt their strength. However, Chief Wei, given their identities, I believe that from a strategic standpoint, the LGD is more than capable of handling the job. When it comes to fighting crime and preventing infiltration, the LGD is more than sufficient. Rhodes Island may be able to bring more to the table, however. Of the things that Rhodes Island has requested, there is one item that we are unwilling to exchange based upon what has been offered. The temporary defense cooperation that you're providing is far from equal value. As things stand, your asking price is a bit too high. Miss Cal, Miss Amia, I hope you both understand. Mr. Wei, a temporary defense will not be enough. There are a lot of things about Reunion that you don't know about. Based upon the data we've gathered while fighting them, if no proactive measures are taken, Reunion will seize control of Lungmen within 2 weeks. Nonsense. There's no evidence that... Madam Chen, would you like to know the real reason Chernobog fell within one night? Ellipses. Please elaborate, Amia. Sure. Rhodes Island wasn't just involved in the Chernobog incident. We also were caught inside the catastrophe and survived. Impressive. It's not every day I meet someone crazy enough to have made it out of a catastrophe alive. Miss Amia, please continue. I'm listening. We fought against Reunion's leader. Ellipses? Huh? What's her name again? I don't recall clearly. Tallulah. Ah, right, Tallulah. Madam Chen, what do you think? Ellipses. I know. This is what happened to Rhodes Island at Chernobog. Even though Reunion managed to wrest control of Chernobog from Ursus, but in order to expand, they'll have to deal with their resource shortages. Lugman will be their next stepping stone. Even though you might be able to fend them off for a while, their attacks will not cease unless you handle the situation proactively. Furthermore, there's another unknown factor. We still don't know how Ursus will respond after losing Chernobog. Well spoken, young lady. Due to the seriousness of this threat and the LGD's limited manpower, I'm not opposed to considering this temporary agreement based on the terms that were detailed earlier. But what I said before still holds. Ellipses. Rhodes Island's asking price is still too high. What is this asking price? Correct. In order to make sure Lugmen is properly compensated, I have two very simple conditions. First, Rhodes Island will help the LGD suppress the reunion threat. This includes identifying threats within Lugmen, as well as those related to the fallout from Chernobog. I think there's missing a related to fallout from Chernobog. Yeah, there's missing a word there. Anyways, this also includes assessing the degree that the infected have infiltrated Lugmen. I expect that you will share any potentially helpful information with us. What's the second condition then? I will tell you about the second condition after you've satisfied the first. Naturally, I won't ask for anything outside of Rhodes Island's area of expertise. Huh. I'm not sure I understand. Could you please elaborate, Mr. Wei? How should I put this? If Reunion causes damage that surpasses Rhodes Island's estimates, I hope that you will help the LGD handle the situation, which may include post-disaster management. Of course, nothing beyond your capabilities. That's roughly the gist of it. Ellipses. I cannot say much more at this point. However, don't forget, Rhodes Island doesn't have a choice. If you can't accept our terms, then all the conditions we discussed, as well as your requests, will be... Amia? Dr. Cal? Mr. Wei? I would like to add one more clause to the agreement. Any interpretation of the clauses must be agreed upon by both parties. Is this acceptable? Oh, of course. I can see your respect to Lugmen, Miss Amia. Madam Chen, do you have any objections? I accept this operation. Ha. It seems like Madam Chen also has her own goal now. Ellipses. In any case, congratulations. You've earned Lugmen's trust. Madam Chen will be responsible for your arrangements. However, be aware that the infected are not allowed to freely move around within the city, as that may cause panic. I hope that you will defer to the LGD's order while carrying out your duties, especially Madam Chen's orders. Lugmen will be open to Rhodes Island as long as your actions are in line with us. Phew, that man was so difficult. He was so methodical when he spoke, and it felt like he couldn't be swayed by anything. Amia, you'll eventually have to learn how to deal with these people yourself. But in the end, you did a great job. By the way, ellipses, do I know you, Caltus? Hello? Okay, so there's no difference in what? No difference, whatever ellipses. Dr. Cal, please don't give Dr. Snow a hard time. Ellipses. I hope our sacrifices weren't in vain. Hello, Dr. Snow. Welcome back. Okay, I want to go back here. I think it's really interesting how there are two conditions, yet he refuses to elaborate on what the second condition is until the first one was satisfied. And I think it's a good thing that Amia interfered and added any interpretation of the clauses must be agreed upon by both parties, since it kind of covers their asses in case, like, his second condition is, like, absurd. Anyways, let's see if I can continue on to the next chapter. Well, not next chapter, just next part. Oh, new character. Hurry, hide. I need to go. Take this. This is for you. This is a protective charm. My mother taught me how to make these. I'm guessing there's missing a word there. And this is one that I made. When you make these dolls by hand, you can keep the ones you care about safe. Okay, so it's like something. Okay, Sister Misha, we'll take good care of it. Good, good. Now go hide and don't make a sound. Ooh, I wonder if they're infected and they're hiding from the authorities. Okay. They are. Where'd they go? After them. Let's see how far those infected can run. Now, what do we have here? According to Exuzia's data, our mission target should have been staying out. Somewhere around here. The terrain around here is really complicated. If we were doing this alone, this assignment might have been quite troublesome. Luckily, I got in touch with Penguin Logistics beforehand. Who's there? Those people are baddies. You bunch of baddies. Let go of me. Let go. Tell me where'd she run off to. Stop playing dumb. Sister, where are you? Help! Sister Misha, save me. Ellipses. Who is it? Get back here. Ellipses. You should leave right now if you know what's good for you. Huh? Who the hell? You don't look like you're from around here. You're not afraid of us. Otherwise, huh? What was that? Arts. She's using arts? Stay away from me. Don't bully the defenseless ever again. Monster. Heh, monster? Huh, ellipses. Everything will be okay. You can come out now. It's dangerous here. You should hurry and find some place safe. Thank you, ma'am. Take care. Amia, what's going on? I saw an infected just now, probably unregistered. From Ursus? Yes, she was hiding deeper into the slums. Franca, gather the nearby operators. Okay. The deeper we head into the slums, the more volatile things are going to be. There are ordinary civilians, criminals, and refugees, all mixed together. We'll have to make thorough preparations. Amia? We have incoming comms. Please wait a second. Ellipses. That's right. Amia, it's the LGD. Was that Madam Chen? Indeed. That's right. We've already found a number of unregistered infected. Yes. What? We're after an Ursus girl. Snow white hair, about height of about 145 centimeters, called Misha. That's understood. Amia, Madam Chen wants us to immediately search for the infected just described. Once we find her, we are to turn her into the LGD immediately. Can I speak to her, please? Hello? Hello? Madam Chen, can you hear me? I hear you. Can I confirm the validity of that order? 100% valid, effective immediately. I see. Ellipses. She suddenly hung up. That's Chen. She's got a bit of a temper. Is this going to be our mission for now? Amia, I've just received another message from several defenders. They met some individuals who were openly hostile to Rhodes Island's operators. Furthermore, those attackers weren't ordinary people. They were infected. Have the defenders fallen back towards us? Scout team, our target is an Ursine girl with short white hair, height of about 145 centimeters. Remember to stay hidden and stay safe. Other operators, follow your leaders and spread out. Is there anything different here? No. Okay, what are the options here? It'd be best to stall them out, so we're going to lure them in. Franca, let's attack them head on. Heh, not bad. Liskarm, this kid's pretty smart. Dr. Snow is our tactical commander. You should take this more seriously. Let's begin. So, Rhodes Island has to fight against the infected again. Hold on, let me just check and see, like... Okay, it's relatively long. I suppose I can continue reading a little bit more. Phew! I probably won't be found if I hide here, but I won't be able to go back to those kids anymore. I hope nothing happens to them. Why? Who is it? Ellipses. Are you Miss Misha? What? Ellipses. I'm sorry, Miss Misha. I hope I didn't scare you. These are my colleagues, Franca and Liskarm. Hey there. Good day. We're from Rhodes Island Pharmaceuticals. It's an organization made to serve the infected, at least. We hope to be able to help you. That's why we'd like to talk for a bit. Talk? This isn't the best place for that, though. As of right now, our top priority is keeping you safe. For the time being, we'll protect you, so rest assured. What are you talking about? Ellipses. You're just going to capture me and lock me up, aren't you? Get away from me. My claws are sharp. If you don't want to get hurt... What are you laughing about? If we really were going to capture you, we wouldn't have given you a chance to resist. Ellipses. Miss Misha, we really do want to help you, so I don't trust you. Lugman treats the infected worse than they treat criminals. Why would you go out of your way to help the infected? I mean, girl, her ears are pretty fucking obvious. Ellipses. Miss Misha, look. What are you doing? Your hand. You're also an infected? Wait, hold on. So the animal traits aren't a sign that they're infected. So they just look like that. It's the rocks that mean that they're infected. Because, like, Mr. Wei was clearly, like, I'm gonna say it how it is. He's a furry. So, like, that's not... Right, so Terra is just a sort of fantasy, Earth-ish, like, planets with people that have animal traits. But those animal traits... Because I thought that the animal traits were a sign that they were infected. Because I saw somewhere on Twitter that explained that... Because, like, even while playing Enfield, I realized that they have, like, 2 sets of ears. And that kind of bothered me, but then I figured that, well, I mean, there's probably a reason for that, because you have wolf ears and then human ears, and it looks a bit jarring. But then I was like, well, maybe it's because of, like, a lore reason. And I saw somewhere online that it said that it was because they were mutated. So, like, they had human ears, and then they developed animal ears. Extra. So I thought, whatever, I'm gonna continue reading. It's probably gonna be explained eventually. That's right, I'm just like you. There are a lot of... Sorry. There are a lot of infected in these slums. Those kids you left behind just now, they trusted you. Misha, you've already put them in danger. Huh? Are you going to use those kids to threaten me? No, I wouldn't. But someone has already started doing exactly that. We just chased off a group of thugs who were trying to threaten those kids. Lugman is also currently searching for the infected. If Lugman found you first, it might have already been too late. We wanted to divert the rioters from those kids by drawing their attention to you. Looking at it from another perspective, we'd also be able to keep you safe from harm. Do you know why they're after me? What reason do you have to do all this for me? We actually don't know why there are infected targeting you, but we do care about the safety of innocents, including you. At least, this is the best course of action for the time being. I hope that you'll be able to trust us. Would you allow us to take you from here first? Ellipses. Fine, let's go. After all, I don't really have a choice, do I? I wouldn't say that, but at least thank you, Miss Misha. So, are we still cooperating with Mr. Wei and Madam Chen? Because the order was to capture Misha, and if we don't do that, we're going against the orders. So are we lying to Misha right now? Because that'd be a little fucked up, but anyways. That concludes the report, Madam Chen. Okay, so I'm guessing we lied. Copy. The LGD will secure the meeting point and wait for you to escort the target. Never mind. Understood. Franca, bring me the map drawn by the recon squad. Okay, this will do. We will leave the slums using the shortest routes. Any other orders, Madam Chen? Just hurry it up. We don't have much time. Over. Formations, don't drag your feet. Ellipses. Ellipses. Phew, she hung up. In other words, we have to run errands for her now. We're the ones who found the target after all. The LGD never gave us any detailed information about the target. We were supposed to be collaborating, but they suddenly told us that the individual we found had an important use to them. There's a ton of critical information that we haven't been given. I'm not surprised that the LGD is keeping secrets from us, though. Why is that? Are you supposed to be smart? What good would come out of Rhodes Island knowing too much? All I know is that knowing too little is bad for the mission. In any case, we'll have to escort Misha to the meeting point first. Which route to take? We'll have to ask another favor from them. Who? Penguin Logistics. Yeah, why do they want Misha? She's like a kid. Why her specifically? That's kind of like weirdly targeted. Yo, oh! I know him. Or her. Shit, I think it's a her. Yeah, I think it's a her. Seen her on, like, Nightcore backgrounds. Penguin Logistics. Yo, Rhodes Island. Are you almost done with your mission? What do you think about our services? I knew it. Hey, don't be like that. Did something bad happen? Or did you meet someone you don't like? Yeah, you. There's no need for that. Without Penguin Logistics intel, we wouldn't have been able to narrow down our search. Nor would we have been able to get information about Lungmen's infected population so easily. Why, thank you for your praise, miss. You clearly have a discerning taste. Exusii. How do I pronounce that? Exusii? Anyways, we'll need you to find a relatively safe route for us. In that case, I'll get straight to the point. None of these routes are particularly good. Let's go with this one. Look at this map here. Starting from the center of the slums, head 3 blocks north, then follow this road back south until you reach the exit. This should probably be the safest routes. Even then, there are probably enough enemies along the way to throw a few karaoke parties. The enemy? It would appear that Reunion has already infiltrated Lungmen. Miss Exusii. Can I assume that you've already gotten a hold of the enemy's distribution? Then what are their movements like? They're coming right towards you. Ellipses. We've been surrounded. Our top priority is to get Misha out safely. Franca, I'm counting on you to stop the enemy ambush. Easy. Liskarm? Split the defender squad and cover both sides. You'll be in charge of protecting Misha. No problem. Oh, right. Did you know that there are also some enemy casters? Doctor, please stay close to me. Please continue to command the squads. I will relay your orders. Let's try following the safest route then. When your safest route is also dangerous, it's kind of rough. I wonder how dangerous the other routes were. Okay. All clear. You were right. This bunch came prepared. You guys should pick up the pace too. Just who are you people? Everyone, please move faster. Amia, we're being pursued from behind. Do we have time to counterattack? Not at the moment. It's better to try to shake them off and avoid unnecessary battles. Forget about the safety issue. I need a route that can get us out of the slums to Madame Chen as soon as possible. Reunion is already on our trail. The more ground we have to cover, the more danger we'll be in. That's easy to do. I have a route here that the enemy will never think of. Do you already have something in mind? Of course, but I'll have to take a look myself first to see if my info is reliable or not. Try to be quick about it. Got it. Anyway, I'll be right back. If you need anything, please contact another Penguin Logistics agent. Ellipses. Can I ask where we're going? We're going to meet the LGD. Yeah, she's catching on. They will protect you. Huh? The LGD? Our current mission is to safely escort you to the LGD, and they will provide you with protection. Ellipses. I almost believed that you were really here to save me. No, we really are. Our original plan was to ask Lungmen to entrust some of their infected with us, But after after hearing our report, the LGD suddenly asked us to transfer you to them. Besides, in Lugman, you'll be safest under their protection. If we don't act now, you'll be in grave peril. Many of the infected that were coming after you were already wearing Reunion's badge. I don't know anything about this Reunion that you're talking about, but I do know the LGD, and I've seen how they treat the infected. If you wanted me to capture... Okay, give me a second. If you wanted me to capture me from the beginning, you should have just said it. Okay, well, no, that doesn't make any sense. If you wanted to capture me from the beginning... If you wanted me to capture me, if you wanted to capture me from the beginning. Okay, there's an extra me there. You should have just said it. I'm sorry, but that's really not our intention. Yeah, but your intentions don't really matter now, do they, Amiya? I know there are still some misunderstandings that have to be worked out, but no matter how bad you think we are, please just bear with us a bit longer. Your safety takes priority over how you feel, and I'll explain everything if I get the chance. After all, there are still things that I want to know. Ellipses. Let me just check this out real quick. Okay, I think I'm gonna finish the 2-5 and then call it quits. Ellipses. Rhodes Island sure is taking their time. Oh? We're almost at the interception point. Finally, I just finished unpacking. What a waste. Hurry up. Those in the back, follow more closely. Hey, masked person over there. Who is it? What do you want? All of you, come at me. I'm short on time. Amiya, Texas from Penguin Logistics has returned. What a relief. I have an update here. I just took care of some guys who call themselves Reunion, but there are a lot more of them coming. Reunion has come out of hiding and are starting to move in groups. As I feared, Reunion has already infiltrated Lugmen through the slums, and their target is the same as ours. Misha, for some reason, apparently. Otherwise, there would be no reason for them to come after Rhodes Island. Miss Misha is carrying secrets that only Lugmen and Reunion know. We're caught in a disadvantageous situation. And things aren't looking good for us right now. I'll really have to poke that officer's pretty little face later to find out what's actually going on. Anything else to add? If not, I'll lead the way. I know exactly where to go. XOCI has confirmed our escape route. I'll now take you through it. Franca, gather all the squads. We should find cover first. Reunion is already here. Over here. Don't let them get away. There's nothing more annoying than when trouble comes nipping at your tail. Something's wrong. No, they have a leader. Ugh. Watch out. Skull Shatterer. Damn, that's a name. That's almost like Bone Crusher. They're right here. Yes, that's her. Casters, go. Tear them to shreds. They mean business. Watch out. The enemy has deployed multiple casters. Prepare appropriate countermeasures. What they're after is Misha. Who are you? Finally. I finally found you. Who are you? Is that like his dad? Well, her dad, or her mom, or like family or something. Amiya, hurry. Miss Misha, please follow me. How can this be this way? Hurry. This area is clear. Be careful, they're still after us. Ellipses. Are they also... Yes, Reunion. They're also infected. Ellipses. Why? Why are the infected fighting each other? Ellipses. Skull Shatterer, you let them go? Don't worry, they can't run. But I finally found her. No, she's finally come to me. That Reunion member is like, what are you talking about, bro? They've arrived. Are you serious? That's what the markings... We've arrived. Are you serious? That's what the markings say. But this route is heading up, isn't it? How's that going to help us? Amia, up here. That's right. Come up here. Exusi? Are you certain? Trust me, I wouldn't mess up. I know Lungman's road like the back of my hand. Let's head up. Wouldn't that be waiting for the enemy to surround us? If you don't hurry and Reunion finds us, maybe. Wait, you guys go first. I'll go weld the gate's entrance so Reunion can't get in. There's a penguin logo on the staircase here. Is this the place? Sure is. Head forward and take a left. Then take the stairs up. That will take us inside the building. Weren't we going to go underground? No, I just said we were heading upstairs. Upstairs. Are you sure she's trustworthy? As long as we get to the destination, any route can be taken. That's one of our mottos here at Penguin Logistics. Just try our service once. You'll love it. More ellipses. Sorry, Misha. I didn't know. Ellipses. Phew. Hey, you. Are you Dr. Snow of Rhodes Island? You don't seem to like climbing stairs. No, I don't. Actually, I hate climbing stairs. Anyways. Do I continue? No, I think I'm gonna call it quits here. Phew, still 41 minutes. Not too bad. Anyways, doodles.